And good evening, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of Grade A Fantasy as I preview my top plays at the tight end position for Week 14 on the FanDuel main slate. Hopefully, everybody had a great day at work and is ready to just jump on in. It's already the middle of the week. Coming off the Thanksgiving holiday, the week is moving pretty fast. I will say that. Let's get right into it. He's definitely worth every single cent. Brock Bowers is a beast. He is everything that the draft class said he was going to be. His target and his target share, the production that he has with these targets. I mean, he's just pretty much a stud. Pretty much a stud. Brock Bowers is always a good play, no matter what the price is. Obviously, depending on what you want to do, you probably can't pay up $8,000 for a tight end. But, like I said, Brock Bowers, his upside is definitely worth it. George Kittle, I love George Kittle this week because when you don't have the top two running backs after McCaffrey, they don't throw to these guys. They don't throw to these other running backs. So that just means more target for Jennings, more targets for Debo. There's no Ayuk, obviously, so more target share for Kittle. I mean, obviously, put away that disgusting, rain game, and of course, McCaffrey was already taking touches and screen passes and stuff like that. But Green Bay, KC, the Seattle game, he has a variance of anywhere from 6 to 12, as you can see right there. And no McCaffrey again. I think he's still a solid play. Plus, the 49ers will be playing for pretty much their playoff lives. I did say, they are collapsing. They're starting to, implode. And they really need a win. So definitely see Kittle's uptake. Like I said, I definitely like all the skill players for. I mean, everybody's gonna love Guerrero and everything, but I definitely love the position players for the 49ers. Trey McBride. I mean, if that offense and Kyler Murray could at least get him a touchdown. Do you know he has these kind of numbers? Look at these numbers here. 15.6, 22.3, 9.1, 11.2, 19.9, 7.6, 13.6, 8.3, a dud 4, 15.7. Started the season with a dud 5.5. Let's just be realistic and say, hey, he has 6 touchdowns. A lot of these 8 games are in the mid-teens, 7 is in the mid-teens, and his 19 and 22 and 15 games will definitely blow up, break the slate type production. It's just been an unlucky season in the touchdown, but in the touchdown department. But when it comes to production, he's pretty much similar to Brock Bowers. After tight end pretty much looked horrifying and disgusting by week 3 and 4, and people was already ready to give up on the position. By week 5 against Green Bay, he's pretty much been nonstop, just as good as Brock Bowers. Brock Bowers obviously upside has been higher, but Trey McBride and Brock Bowers has, I think, fantasy-wise, have been throughout the year probably the most trusted tight ends that you can pick. Now we'll go and look at this. Like 7,000, FanDuel wasn't playing after 3 weeks of this. This is a hot streak. 19.3, 19.2, 20.1. He's now. At first, it was A-Chain supplanting. We thought it was all year A-Chain supplanting Waddle, but it's now Jonnu Smith surpassing, in a way, Tyreek Hill. Like, those numbers for Tyreek Hill go down. Like I did mention this a couple of weeks ago in the wide receiver video. The reason why Tyreek numbers are going down is because you got A-Chain taking it. Remember, the passing game used to be literally a triangle. At the top was Tua. If he looked left, he was going to Tyreek. If he looked right, he was going. If he looked right, he was going to Jalen Waddle. And it's now Jonnu Smith picking it up. Devon A-Chain's on pace, I think, for 60 plus receptions this year. So Jonnu Smith has definitely put an implant, his name on the season. But I will say this, he's worth a mention. The Jets tight end matchup is not easy. As we go back to the box score, 19th, 32nd, and 25th is when he blew up. Obviously, Jonnu Smith is still not meant to do that regardless, but, he's still he's getting the targets from Tua, and Tua's been on fire, which is why Tua is one of my poster players on this week's Week 14 preview videos. Never could count out Travis Kelce against the Chargers. He normally has great games against them. So I think he's an option. Hawkinson, I like Hawkinson in this matchup. He's looking healthy. It looked like those first couple of weeks he shook off the rust, and now he's starting to, play more, get more targets, and then he's looking like a very important piece for Sam Darnold and Minnesota's playoff push. So I like him at 63. I think you always got Njoku's always in play. Just the size and his capabilities. Now, like I said, it's a tough matchup. At home, he didn't do well, but like I said, Cleveland has no problem playing spoiler to a division rival. So I definitely like Njoku in this spot here at 62. We have to watch out for Dallas Goedert's knee. If Goddard and his knee is no good, this opportunity has presented itself before, but Grant Calcaterra, but if not, that just gives a boost to the other wide receivers and Saquon Barkley. This has been explored before, and he might get 2 or 3 looks. And we already know what the inside the 20 offense is. Saquon Barkley burst, AJ Brown fade, and maybe you get a Jalen Hurts scramble, and then if he's scrambling look for somebody, he's not looking for Calcaterra. So I'm definitely not gonna say, hey, he's an option. I don't think he's an option. I really think if Goddard doesn't play, then that's a boost for everyone else on the offense. That's all that is. Another injury that's worth watching. If Kincaid's knee is not up to snuff for Week 14, then obviously Dawson Knox at 5K is definitely worth it against another great matchup, a team that struggles against the tight end. Cade Otton is also viable this week. Las Vegas is another team that's weak against tight end. A lot of good tight end matchups this week. I like Cade Otton with the bounce back. Pat Freiermuth, I love Pat Freiermuth. I don't think he's been no more than 6,061, but he gets just the right amount of attention. Like I said, gets a touchdown here, gets a touchdown there. When you see these kind of numbers, and he's consistently been in the 5,000s, in that offense, he does exactly what he needs to do. Catches damn near every target towards him. And it's just a case of does he get a touchdown or not. But as you can see, there's certain weeks that without the touchdown, okay, fine. You may not have needed him, but he didn't kill you. For the price and for what he's doing, I like Freiermuth to be a compliment to anybody's lineup being this cheap at the range of tight end. And I haven't spoke about him in a while. For the last 2 years, he's one of the best, goal line inside the 5 targets. He is a solid player, but obviously the way they've been running their offense, it's not the way it's going. So we could finally bring up Juwan Johnson. 5,400. No Taysom Hill. It's going to be interesting to see where this offense goes. Definitely, without a doubt, to see what happens. But like I said, once you got no Taysom Hill, who's hybrid tight end quarterback, Juwan Johnson is definitely going to get a boost. And I'm not going to lie, one of my favorite plays this week against one of the worst teams. Great defense, but they're weak against the tight end. And I think this is definitely those times that people kept bringing up Will Dissly as a flyer for waiver wire pickers and this and this and this. If you don't have Will Dissly this week, I think this is the week that you pick up Will in fantasy leagues, and this is where you definitely stream him in DFS. 5,100 has the best matchup, I think, of all tight ends. Will definitely, from the beginning of the season, the first 4 weeks, he basically was invisible in his offense. But like I said, that's when Harbaugh had it run heavy. And it seems like ever since week 4 and 5, he was just targeted more. Like I said, Justin Herbert with the plantar fascia. Justin Herbert got healthy. That also means something. So the offense changed with Justin Herbert's health. And Will Dissly has just been constantly in targets. It seems like if it's not Ladd, it goes to him, and then if not that, then they're pounding the rock with the running game. So I definitely love Will Dissly this week. Like I said, Casey has struggled all year from pretty much week 1 when Isaiah Likely roasted them in that close game, in that close opener. I love I absolutely love Will Disston this week. And other than that, that's pretty much it. Just Kincaid and Knox injury news. Like I said, I don't think Calterra is a thing. I don't think Calterra is a thing if I don't think really, yeah, he's not really a thing even if God is hurt. God is hurt, it's a boost for Devontae Smith if he comes back, AJ Brown, and maybe whatever other wide receivers around. But other than that, that's it. So thank you for watching. Coming up next will be the defensive video, and like I said, there's a few injuries that I'm waiting for, but I'll definitely have all these videos out before the weekend. Defensive video should be out tomorrow. This is Grady Fantasy signing off.